Christian Bale intends to leave Hollywood. Hey guys, welcome to our channel CelebBomb. The Oscar winner's latest film, Thor: Love and Thunder, will be released this summer, followed by David O. Russell's period drama Amsterdam later in the year. But Bale is now planning a break from the industry. Today, we are showing you why he is leaving Hollywood. Let's begin. Bale is no stranger to super suits, having worn one 3 times as the most iconic comic character without an S on his chest. But after The Dark Knight Rises concluded Christopher Nolan's trilogy in 2012, the actor, like Bruce Wayne, retired from superheroing. More than that, he appeared to have abandoned multi-picture trips to the IP sandbox. In the 10 years since Rises, Bale has consciously avoided franchise roles, a career pivot that, despite his tenure in the cape and cowl, is essentially a return to the status quo. A cursory glance at his IMDb page reveals only a few contributions to the Hollywood sequel machine, those Batman films, a villainous turn into the Y2K Shaft revival, and a one-off appearance as robot-killing messiah John Connor in Terminator Salvations, a quasi-blockbuster probably best remembered today for Bale's sleek on-set outbursts. Bale did not abandon Hollywood after Batman, and I apologize in advance. Instead, he carved out a new niche within the industry by gravitating towards the kind of projects, highbrow dramas and comedies, that the industry has abandoned in favor of all-ages spectacle. Moreover, the studio system largely abandoned adult-oriented films in the 2010s. But you'd never guess that based on Bale's choices of roles during that time period, which suggests a parallel universe of Hollywood movies with adult appeal, old-fashioned star vehicles, and low-budget effects. I usually need quite a lot of time in between because I can't spin on a dime, he told Total Film. I'm extremely sluggish, but the way things worked out, I had to jump from David's film to Taika's. It sounded like boom boom from one to the other. Christian Bale, who plays Gore the God Butcher in Thor: Love and Thunder, has revealed that he shot scenes with Peter Dinklage and Jeff Goldblum. The two films are very different, and Bale insists he's completed enough work to keep him busy for a while. As a result, he has decided to take a break from acting. I work way more than anybody wanted me to, and I think I'll disappear for a while now, the 48-year-old movie star, who is one of the world's most sought-after actors, added. Bale is well known for employing a method acting technique in many of his on-screen roles, which may explain his need for long rest periods between projects. On the other hand, his Thor: Love and Thunder co-star Natalie Portman has revealed that Christian did not stay in character the entire time he played villain Gore the God Butcher. On this one, thankfully he was not, she explained. When he was in character, he was terrifying. On this one, however, he'd like be, hey, what's up? It was just a normal conversation, which was strange because he appeared terrifying. The body of work Bale created between DC tentpole and this new Marvel one had a time warp quality to it, as if he had somehow arranged for himself the career of a mainstream movie star from 50 years ago. Rather than superheroes, Bale played prototypically masculine archetypes of less popular genres with characteristic emotional conviction. Scott Cooper poured his heart and soul into both the anguished ex-convict hero of Rust Belt crime drama Out of the Furnace and an army captain undergoing a slow-motion change of heart in the revisionist Western Hostiles. Both films have flaws, but they also have scenes of disarming tenderness courtesy of Bale, tearful reunions with an old flame on a bridge, and a fellow officer in a hospital. When Bale tied himself to a big-budget extravaganza, it also looked a little out of place. Unless you count his voice work in Andy Serkis' adaptations of The Jungle Book. His known special effects spectacle over the last decades was Ridley Scott's Exodus: Gods and Kings, a modernized version of the kind of biblical epic that used to dominate the box office before Stanley Creations became the new gods of American multiplexes. Meanwhile, The Promise, an expansive archaic historical epic about the Armenian genocide, was the actor's only true flop during this time period. Whatever the reason Bale agreed to join the never-ending Marvel Cinematic Universe, the buried lead here is that he's pretty good in Love and Thunder. What makes this latest supervillain terrifying is the wellspring of emotion, trauma hardened into hatred, brought to him by the star. Bale, like Vice, refuses to let makeup consume him. Instead, he believes in Gore's emotional reality as a once devout follower who channels his grief over his daughter's death into a campaign of mass deicide. And he finds something human in an outsized bad guy role that probably did not necessitate his full effort. It remains to be seen whether Bale will return to franchise blockbusters after this. Undeniably, they can only benefit from his commitment, regardless of whether God Butchers and their ilk deserve it. Let us know your views in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more.